Hello everyone. So today we're doing a review pretty much on the coordinate plane. So most of this is going to be review for most of you guys. Just a quick recap to make sure remember how we start our unit into graphing. So we call the XY plane, as you may know it, the Cartesian coordinate plane. So again, it's a brainchild of a French mathematician way back when, René Descartes, trying to combine algebra and geometry together. Again, we have the x-axis, we have the y-axis, positives and negatives, and we graph coordinate points on it, or lines, or any other graph. So to explain his method, think first of a map. So when you look at a map, you're trying to find a specific location you use to reference point around the outside of the map and trace down and across to find your location. It's like using latitude and longitude. So you can say from this location and that location, you pretty much try to figure out where that intersection is at. So you need some kind of number to reference that spot. So it's kind of like, that's kind of how the XY plane works. So we also use it in cartography, the science of map making. Again, it's an application of graphing on a coordinate plane. And again, cartographers map a region of the surface of the Earth onto a plane, which sometimes distorts the image, but for the most part, it works out for us. So you learn the basics about counting number lines back in elementary school, so you know the number line. And you later learn how that put together with another number line with positives and negatives creates the XY plane. So pretty much what Descartes did was he took that basic number line, he took another copy of it, flipped it over, and made them cross at 0, and this created the XY plane. And this is how we get that grid pattern, just like in a map. So the number lines were drawn like this are called axes, or axes. The horizontal line is called the x-axis, and the vertical line is called the y-axis. So each coordinate plane is divided into quadrants. Remember, the word quad refers to 4. And using ordered pairs, which are our individual points, or the x and y axis, you can find any point on the plane. So we have 4 quadrants. So again, positive side is right, left. Quadrant 1 is on the upper right, which is all positive. Then we have quadrant 2, and we just go around naming quadrants 1 through 4 in a counterclockwise direction. We use Roman numerals to name the quadrants, 1, 2, 3, 4, where 4 is IV. And again, this should all seem very familiar. Should be a refresher. And again, to plot an ordered pair, we begin at the origin where the 2 lines cross, or the 2 axes cross. Again, the first coordinate tells us how many units to move left or right. And the second coordinate tells us how many units to move up or down. And here's an example of a few points at our graph. Remember, x coordinate left, right, y coordinate up, down. And the sign of the number indicates the direction. So positive right, negative left, positive up, negative down. All right, so here's where you're going to be filling in the notes. So again, just general definitions: coordinate plane, or the XY plane, or the Cartesian plane. It's a plane formed by the intersection of a horizontal number line called the x-axis and a vertical line called the y-axis. Ordered pairs, which are your little xy's. So you can squeeze this in somewhere on the side, like these guys. This is an ordered pair, where it's your xy. So your ordered pairs is a number used to locate a point on the coordinate plane, x, y. X-axis is the horizontal, and the y-axis is the vertical axis on the coordinate plane. So the x-coordinate, which refers to the actual number, is the first number in the ordered pair. It tells the units to move left or right from the origin. And the y-coordinate is the second number in the ordered pair, which tells you to move up or down from the origin. And this word we keep using as the origin is the point. Again, the origin is a very special point. It's where the x and y axis intersect, which is at the point 0, 0. All right, we're going to just go ahead and graph points A through F. So 5, 7. 5 tells us to go right. 7 tells us to go up. So we're going to go 5 to the right, 7 up. Let's go ahead and label our quadrants real quick. Quadrants 1 through 4. And we're going to go 5 to the right, 7 up, which puts us at that point. There's our XY being labeled. So there's 0, 0. We're going to move 5 to the right, 7 up. That's our A point. B point would be negative 2, 3, which means 2 to the left, 3 up. C is 4 to the right, 5 down. D is negative 3, 6, which means 3 to the left, 6 up. E and F, we have to be very careful with those because these have a 0 on them, which means they're going to be on top of one of the X's. Just make sure we're careful with that. E is negative 8, 0, which means negative 8 to the left and not going up and down. F is usually the most common type of point that gets misgraphed as if it were backwards. So 0, 6 means not 6 left or right. It means 6 going up on the y-axis. So 6 is in the y-axis, 6 is in the y coordinate, it goes on the y-axis. So here are just a few quick examples of this. And that's generally it for us. So go ahead and start your practice and your IXL as well. Good luck.